one or two PowerPoints. Before that, just one observation about narco-analysis. One observation. I refer to narco-analysis in the morning, that instead of third-degree method, this method should be used to find out the truth, whether that criminal is really criminal or innocent. Somebody said after my speech that is banned by the Supreme Court. That is not banned by the Supreme Court. There is a decision of the Supreme Court in 2010, Selvi versus State of Karnataka. The observations which are made in that case are compulsory narco-analysis against the wishes of the accused is against Article 20 Clause 3 as well as against Article 21. It's not banned. Moreover, there are decisions of Bombay High Court, Gujarat High Court, Madras High Court that narco test is not violative of Article 20 Clause 3 or Article 21. Moreover, the time has come for the Supreme Court to change its verdict in Selvi case. If accused blood can be taken without his consent for analysis, even by force, medical examination of accused can be done. What is the problem of this sober method of finding out what lies in his mind? Sober method. In narco-analysis, simply one injection is given, and that accused becomes semi-conscious, partly conscious, partly unconscious. He does not speak on his own, but if questions are asked in that state, he will answer true. He cannot lie because he is speaking from his conscience. He cannot manipulate answers. So that is a gift given to us to find out what is the truth and what is wrong in that. How can that be called a compulsion to give evidence against oneself? And if it is so, Article 20 Clause 3 requires to be amended. Till today we are giving lot of protection to the accused. What about protection to the innocent people whom they are killing? Change Article 20 Clause 3 to include all these scientific methods, better methods than third-degree methods, no harm. Constitution of India has been changed more than 100 times till today. Even there are changes to the Fundamental Rights Directive Principles Preamble. And this Article 20 Clause 3 is the hindrance in prevention of crimes. You are just lenient and protecting the human rights of criminals. What about our human rights? Our sisters are raped, our fathers are killed. What about their human rights? You don't care? What is required? But sometimes if there is a need, this Article 20 Clause 3 and Article 21 should not be to this extent to the support of the accused. So if blood examination is allowed, even DNA is allowed. By making amendment to the Criminal Procedure Code in 2005, even a DNA sample can be taken in the form of skin scraping or semen or saliva or blood to find out whether this person visited that crime scene. You allow that. Supreme Court allows that. DNA, scientific method, to find out whether he was a criminal, he was there or not. You allow this. Narco-analysis is very important, reliable method to find out the truth. So, I positively say that Supreme Court's decision that compulsory narco-analysis is violative of Article 23 is not right. Yes.
I have a small thing to add. There is a difference between narco-analysis and polygraph. This Supreme Court judgment does not limit polygraph, but it limits the narco-analysis.
It refers to polygraph also. It refers to P300 and brain mapping also.
Correct.
It refers to all these three.
But usually the polygraph experts, they also were doing the narco-analysis. Polygraph in simple terms is whatever the question you ask, you have to reply yes or no. That will be interpreted as truth or false, that's it. But narco-analysis goes up to your subconscious mind to see what is the truth behind the false statement. Thanks.
And what is wrong? कर नहीं तो डर काय को? ज्यांनी कोणी गुन्हा केलेला नाही काय हरकत आहे नार्को अनालिसिस करायला? काही प्रश्न विचारले तर उत्तर द्या. अडचण काय? तुम्ही गुन्हा केला नाही ना, मग बोला ना तुम्ही.